The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. And read. 54. Mike, 54. Come to my work.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He's going to let one go deep for... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 76 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here we go. Let's go. Not a 1, 2, Mike, 2, 3. Check 3.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run with Spiller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Brissett. Now he'll let it go deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's got some space here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down, Buffalo.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Watch left. He's stopped right there. 3 down, 3 down. Mike 52, Mike 52. Whoa, go. Here we go. Here we go. Slam, slam.
Brissett. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Brissett. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Ready? 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch the curve. Check. Check 43. Check. 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 Check.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Deep. Go. Man up.
Here's Spiller. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Danny.
3rd and short yardage for Sam. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Returnable for Grant. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 28.
1st down, Brissett. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
Throwing. Brissett. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is Spiller. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Hey, check.
Throwing on second and long. Reset. And Diggs has it.
You ain't going nowhere.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
First down, Bills.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Where's 52?
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. And Reed. 54. Mike, 54. 80 weapons. Orbit. Check it back.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set, hut. 60 yards. Check. Watch 54. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe, defense.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. 91. Mike's by 4.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On second down, a run with Breida. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Check the tight end. Check the tight.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bang, 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 bang.
Now Spiller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Grant on the return. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Yeah. On the rep, let's go right here.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deep.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go, boys.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brissett now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's got room. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You run.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3 down. No. I need one over here. Let's go, Mike 50. Shut up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 18-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
65. Ball shot. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 50. Hey. Man, I got you. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Here's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike 50. Got to do better. Come on, you ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Watkins, the intended receiver. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
44.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Finding Knox there, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
At the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Get the flag. Switch up, switch up. Number 28, Mike, no go. Check in. Let's go one more. Zip it. Stay in over.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
31. Dolphins 24.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You got him. You got him.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, take straight. 54. Let's go, baby.
Here's Breida. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, turn it up, off. Jack Rabbit, shut up.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe they'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's it, baby.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right there. 50. Yup. Right there. 54 Mike. Who that? Who that? Hey, what? Check.
They'll set up a throw.
54. We're not ready. We're not ready.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Finding some room at midfield. And this is caught. It's Parker. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No.
Looking to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll find Parker again, complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
That's it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the delay. Shut up.
2nd down and inches. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll drop the throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Come on. 5-4, Mike. 5-4.
Now back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here we go. Time of the ending. Pick me up. Here we go. We got double time.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Set, hut. 15 on it. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Run it.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Let's go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay
sweat.
with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight.